an admin within your institution, you have the power to manage the users. So on the users page, you can actually see the account status of everyone who belongs to the institution. Most of them are going to be active, but as you can see, there's also deactivated. So when you go into a user, you'll see account status as active usually. If the teacher or the user or staff member is able to have their account connected to the institution, they can usually share resources, or you can still view their marks in Markboard, or they still have the ability to use curriculum maps or create curriculum maps or add to those curriculum maps. So it really depends on what solution that you are subscribed to. But when a user is no longer a part of your institution or your school, you have the option to either deactivate the account or remove the account from the institution. So deactivating the account will lock down or freeze the account. The user won't be able to access it anymore, but it will no longer count towards billing, and any data shared by the user to the institution is not going to be affected. This way you can still view marks, you can still see everything they've added to curriculum maps or resources depending on what solution that they're a part of. If you remove the account from the institution, this will allow the user to still use their account. They'll still be able to log in, view their lesson plans, view their marks, but the institution will no longer have any access to anything that they've contributed to the institution. So this is ideal for users that haven't shared much, or you no longer need their marks, or they haven't contributed to curriculum. But if they have done any of those things and you still need access to that information, you're going to want to deactivate the account. So when you want to remove an account, you would click the remove button, and you would actually have to read all of the warnings and check them off, because it is going to affect your institution and be a big impact. Once you select all of the warnings, you'll be able to select the yes remove button. This will make them no longer appear in the users list. You're not going to have any sort of connection to them at all. They're still going to be able to access the account, but any of their information is no longer going to be connected to the institution. Or you can change your mind and select cancel and keep. On the other end, you can deactivate the account. This means that the institution will still have all of the information that's connected to it. You can deactivate it and select all of the warnings again. Make sure you read them because it does impact it a lot. And then you can select deactivate. Or you can select cancel and keep if you changed your mind. Once you have removed an account, you'll no longer see them within the list. But if you deactivate the account, you're going to see that their account status has changed. So if you go into this account, you'll be able to see that their account status is deactivated, when it was deactivated, and the fact that it no longer counts towards billing. And if they do come back to the school or the institution, you can reactivate the account.